Good morning. Thank you for joining us for story time today. Today we're going to be talking about gardening. I'm going to be reading the story called This Is Your Garden by Maggie Smith. Does anyone out there have a garden that they've started or maybe have one in the past? I have one this year. Haven't had any fruit or vegetables growing on it yet, but it's working on it. So let's get to our story. This is your garden. This is your garden. It is yours and yours alone. It is yours for keeps. Looks like she's just starting her garden. Let's see. These are the things you'll need for your garden. Your own space for planting, good tools, and seeds. Some seeds you may get from your friends and family. Some you'll find in the backyard. Others you will find inside your own pocket. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to, walk through tall grass and then you look at your pants, or if your pants are rolled up, there may be some seeds stuck in there. First, make a nice soft bed in the ground. Dig the warm soil and take out any big stones. Scatter the seeds or place them in rows. Then cover them up with a blanket of earth. There's not that many rules in gardening. It's just what you like and what you think will help them grow. Now they'll need water and sun, light and time. You can tell them a story and sing them a song of encouragement. Soon tiny seedlings will poke up their heads to see what's going on out there. Look at that. The little seedlings are starting to sprout out. They will be very delicate at first, so you'll need to protect them. Pull up any weeds that try to crowd them out. Shoo out the crows and other birds and bugs that might harm your seedlings. As the little plants grow, some will be straight, some will be wobbly, some might be thirstier than others, but they will all need you. This is your garden. Look, it looks like she has a little flower that started to grow. There will be days when it's dark and rainy and you can't tend your garden. You can stay inside with your favorite book and know that your garden is getting a good soaking. There is nothing like the rain to help plants to grow. But sometimes, even if it's sunny, you may wander through our other gardens to see what's growing there. In some gardens, a quick peek is enough. Wow, there's all kinds of flowers in that garden. But in others, you may want to stay all day. They may have flowers you want to grow in your garden too. Look at all the different colors, different types of plants. Your garden will wait for you, and it will always be happy to see you when you return. As your garden grows fuller, you may need to thin some things out. You can kiss them goodbye and say you'll visit on Thursdays. She's probably going to give that to her friend, or maybe her mom or dad. Now there's room for old plants to flourish and space to grow something new. She has quite a nice garden there. If you think that your garden is not growing fast enough, don't worry. Give it plenty of water, let the sun shine, and your garden will grow. In its own perfect time. You see all the insects that it attracts too, like the butterflies, and there's a bee. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed that, and now I'm going to show you how to make a little greenhouse out of an egg carton. It doesn't take much, and maybe things that you already have around the house. All you need is, of course, your egg carton. And then some seeds. I got these seeds out of a green pepper that I used to cook with. Or you can buy some seeds, of course, in the store. You've probably seen them. And, of course, you need some soil. And I brought my gardening gloves. I'm going to slip them on, and it doesn't take long, like I said, and it doesn't take much. The first step, I went ahead and did this. We just separated the top from the bottom because you're going to use that as a little tray. Because you're going to take the bottom, you may need help with this, Just take some little tool and poke a few holes in the bottom of the tray. Just one or two, it doesn't take very many. I already pre-did these, so they're done. Might make them a little bit bigger. All right, so the little tray is ready. Now, we're gonna take our trowel. This is a garden tool called a trowel. Get a little dirt out of here. You don't have to measure, it doesn't matter if it gets all over. We can clean it up. That's why I did put paper down too, in case we make a mess with the soil. I'd say about halfway maybe in the little cup. Put the dirt halfway. Okay. I'm just gonna give it a little shake. All right, like I said, it doesn't matter. Soil comes out some. We take a few seeds, put a few seeds in each one. Probably should have taken my gloves off for this part because it doesn't want to come out. Let's just put a few more seeds in there. And then, what do you think we might do next? We need to add just a little bit more soil on top of the seeds that we just put in. Not too much. Remember, the seed has to grow through that top layer of soil. So just a little bit, just enough to cover it. Fingers to make sure it gets covered good. Okay. Now, this tray that we made out of the top, we're going to go ahead and set it in there. Because now all you need to do is just add a little bit of water to it. I don't think it's going to need that much to start. Just a little. It probably will take a few days for them to sprout. I have some at home I started. Wish I brought them, but I didn't. So it'll probably take a few days for them to sprout. Just keep watch on them. Make sure the soil doesn't get too dry. Just add a little bit more water if it feels too dry. Might want to keep it in a sunny place. I would love to have this at home. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a nice big place that you can put your plants, but just make sure it gets lots of sun and just keep it watered. And that's all you have to do. And you might want to take, if you have more than one tray, like these are peppers, you might want to just write on there somewhere that these are peppers. Because the first ones I didn't do this. I couldn't remember which was which. But this just says peppers, so we know that's peppers. And that's it. And we have some, like before, we have some gardening books here in the library. You should come and check them out and maybe start your own little garden. It's not too late. And thanks for joining us today. We hope to see you next week.